I've been thinking about Halloween.
I wonder why.
I've also been thinking about costumes.
I wonder why.
I'm also wondering what that hand gesture is supposed to be.
I wonder... Hey.
B and Ben. Hello everyone!
So I gotta figure out what I want to be. Do I be a yellow doctor? Gay Pride Mary Poppins? Elwood P. Dowd?
Oh, why, hello there. Let me introduce you to my friend Harvey. He's quite nice.
A combination of all three? Do I do something entirely different? I could. I just don't know, you guys. I gotta decide.
I'd also like to take this time to talk about the different kinds of costumes that tend to happen on Halloween. The costumes that I'm mostly considering, I am putting under the category of fandom costumes. Fandom costumes are when you have a show, or a story, or a picture that you really like, and you want to dress up as one of those characters. You do your best to depict that character from that fandom.
Fandoms are scary, Ben. People have really strong opinions.
I'm a closet hipster, alright? I like referencing things that people might not know about. The other genre of costume is that of the gory, and that is when you pretend to be dismembered or dead in some way, with, like, the things going through the neck, and blood, and that kind of thing. Category number 3 of Halloween is the clever. The clever is when you try to do something that isn't really based on a fandom. It's just kind of clever. That's when you're trying to be the person on your own back. I once was upside down, had overalls, had a seam down the crotch that I could stick my head out of. Didn't look right. I knew someone who was a haunted house. That was pretty cool. And of course I need to mention the genre that is the tendency for people who identify as a woman to dress up as a normal thing, but in a way that exposes as much of their body as possible. I'm not going to pass judgment on this choice, but I am going to give 2 suggestions. 1, can we see more people who identify as men exposing as much of their body as possible to just have an equal balance? I like the equal balance. Secondly, I think it would be funny to do irony of taking things which are normally known as exposing lots of your body, but then making them very conservative. I think that would be a way to turn that stigma into a clever costume, and it's just a suggestion. And finally, there's the last kind of costume, which is that of depicting the stereotype of a culture. Now, there's been a lot of awesome incentives online, like it's a culture, not a costume. And I think that is a great ad campaign. I think a lot of people end up looking at this ad campaign and thinking, great, what am I supposed to dress up as now? Gosh, guys, gotta be so PC. Ugh. So I'd like to encourage you to twist it around from thinking, people don't want me to dress up as this thing that I want to dress up as, and change it to, okay, I see that people are worried about me misrepresenting a culture. Maybe this is a chance for me to actually learn about a different culture. In other words, if you want to dress up as a Native American, which I think is something that a lot of people do without much knowledge, maybe the better way to do that would be to, before you went out and bought that store provided set of Native American costume, which is highly inaccurate, you actually tried to find someone who was Native American and try to learn about their culture and see if in that process of learning about it and learning what they wear and what would be an accurate depiction, whether you start to feel comfortable actually sharing that and taking it as an opportunity to learn rather than an opportunity to be frustrated at people saying that you can't dress a certain way. I myself am going to encourage you to dress up as any of the earlier categories, those being fandoms, clever, gory, and if you want, one that exposes parts of your body, if that's what you're into. And if you're about to ask me,
what about scary costumes?
I would just like to argue that I think that a scary costume falls into one of the other categories. If you like ghosts, you're a fan of ghosts. If you want to dress up as a ghost, you're a part of the fandom of ghosts. If you want to dress up as a molesting Boy Scout leader, then I think that is a clever costume. Yay, current events. And then if you want to scare people by making them think that your head is fallen off, then I think that is a gory costume. So scary costumes fall under all of the other categories. Don't try to argue with me, this is my vlog. Anyway, those are my thoughts about Halloween. I'm hoping to get my math video ready soon. It's going to be about 1 and arithmetic. I'm very excited about it, but I have high hopes for it, so it may be a long time in production. Just Play DC is happening next week! So please, if you're in the DC area, join me next week, October 27th on the National Mall, outside of the Natural History Museum. I would be very excited to see you. I'm bringing juggling things, and music things, and game things. I am excited. My arms are so gangly. I think that's all the updates from me. So, to those I've never seen, I'm excited to meet you. To those that I have, till the next time I greet you, sweet dreams! And my last word to you all is this. This is the pillow that broke my leg when I was in preschool. Okay, goodbye. Dance time, dance time, dance, 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 dance. You should share with your friends.